So here we go again. Uh, get another video. This is our last TP trip together, me and my daughter, and wanted to make it a decent kind of a weekend for her. So we went up to my buddy's place in Westmoreland. I knew that we were going to have some awesome early morning fog shots and some evening shots, and maybe even get the sunset in there. I wasn't expecting half the pictures to come out as good as I did. There's a picture of my little girl standing under the tripod, and as the poles went up together, and I wanted to get her standing inside of them. So yeah, she was kind of happy and excited. So I got the canvas going on. These are a bunch of stills that I did, and this next one's a video. Um, the audio didn't come out in most of these videos, so I'll tell you what I was doing here. um, Basically, what I'm explaining is the way the winds come up in the valley where I'm setting this up, they prevail from the north because of the way the valley is shaped. And it means I had to have the door side of the teepee on the south in order to keep the smoke moving out of the teepee, being able to cause a vacuum. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm trying to get to here is the winds coming up from the north and will cause the smoke to get pushed into the teepee if I set it up with the teepee door facing the east. So unfortunately, I didn't do it. I didn't set it up the way it would be traditionally, but um, circumstances caused me to be able to have to move the door to the south side, and it all worked out. Once I had a really nice big fire inside, so the smoke was being pulled out really well, and so that's pretty much where I'm at with this part of the video. Um, there's going to be a couple more videos in here. The audio just didn't work on this phone, or the phone I recorded this with, so I'm just kind of stuck being in a little bit of limbo here. So um, I hope you bear with me, and I'll try to do the voiceovers on this as best I can to explain what was going on. But that's pretty much the long and the short of this particular video is showing where the teepee relevates to the sun and the prevailing winds inside this valley. It's actually not a valley; it's on top of the valley. But because the way the winds come up through the valley, it pulls the wind right in and at the teepee from the west. I mean, from the north. So I couldn't have an east-facing door. This next video is a picture of my daughter, and actually, we're in a video. It's just pictures of my daughter standing in front of the teepee, uh, being able to judge her size. So if you look and you notice, normally I have the teepee staked out a little differently. I have guy lines that are attached to the holdouts, but I knew I was going to be leaving this teepee up now until the end of December, and fearing that we may get some snow. I wanted to make sure that I had the teepee just a little bit closer to the ground in order to keep too much cold air from coming in, but still be able to get some air in to be able to carry the smoke and create the vacuum. So yeah, the teepee's all set up, and yeah, you can see I've got the door rolled up, kind of my little thing here. So going inside, see I've got the little floor already put in, and Lexi and I are pretty much already set up. I had some bags of wood. Turns out I needed a lot more wood. I ended up making a trip in the middle of the night to go get some more. But these are our cots, and so yeah, the cooler, and this is our little Ozark, or whatever. Anyways, I have this set up and folded in half. Normally, um, during the colder part of the winter, I will unfold that and have it all the way across. And then I have a wood stove that I built that I will put in the middle of the room, and the pipe will go up to the very center of that, and then it'll carry up towards the top. I won't have it going all the way out. I have a spark arrestor at the top, and that will uh, allow the smoke to go up into the top of the teepee, at the same time keep retaining the heat to the lower part of the teepee. So in this video, I'm just showing off the inside. We got our cots all set up and our sleeping bags. I made sure that my daughter had 2 sleeping bags and made her sleep inside, one inside the other, not knowing how cold it was going to be. I knew it was supposed to get down into the 30s that night, and as it actually did get down into the low 30s that night. So yeah, here we are, all set up and getting ready, and that's me getting the grill ready for some cooking. And later on, we're going to have s'mores. So you can see the smoke's working, it's being pulled out. I love looking straight up into the top of the teepee. I really do. This is my daughter getting ready to, she just had some raviolis, and she was very excited about. She loves raviolis. And I got our coffee pot, although neither of us drink coffee. I do use it to warm up water to be able to do dishes. So she's just so darn cute. You can see the Blackfoot just jumping right out of her face. And it is remarkable how much she resembles our family on that side, on our Native American side of our family. So yeah, it's kind of cool. First, I usually start the fire at first with briquettes, just to keep the flames down during the day. So here she is eating her s'more, which isn't really, she's just eating the big old marshmallow, and she's in her PJs, her onesie PJs with the hoodie, and she loves that thing. There's me toasting marshmallow, and yeah, a lot of fun. So this is Lexi cooking her marshmallow, which basically means the marshmallow touched the fire. Now it's time to eat it. Yeah, she doesn't like her marshmallow being cooked very much. That's okay though. She's all happy. That made me happy. So, yeah, I think I got a video of her sleeping on the corner over there in her cot. You see, it was not going to be a very cold night, so I took the ozone down and just let the fire roar. Thought it would be a pretty good idea just to let the fire be. So I think she's sleeping there. She's sleeping over there. I don't sleep very much at night, so I'm usually up at all hours. As usual, I took a picture of the top, looking up into the center, because I love that look. And I went outside that night. I loved this picture. I was looking for a couple of better pictures, but I loved how the moon looks right just above the teepee. And yeah, there were a couple of pretty good shots. I like this one. I do have to get a different camera in order to get the stars that are in the sky. I was really kind of depressed that I couldn't get any of the stars with my camera, with my phone. So I think I'm going to have to get a camera where I can adjust the settings on it so I can pick up the stars at night, because they were out there and it was beautiful, but I just couldn't quite grab them. So here we are in the morning. This is the full setup. I cropped some of these out, so I got my car out of some of these pictures, but you can see the fog in the background. I absolutely love that look with the teepee and the fog, and you can see also the frost all over the ground. That's an idea of how cold it was outside the teepee. Inside it was nice and toasty, but outside it was a little frosty. So yeah, I love it. There's the sun coming up, and unfortunately I went back in, and I didn't catch it just as the sun was cresting the horizon line. I think that would have been some pretty good shots. But my daughter chewing on whatever. I think she's got some fishies. And yeah, there's some more pictures of the morning fog. These are some of these pictures with the morning fog are going to end up being on the website when I get it done. You can see the trail. I left the trailer in the background, and I should have moved it. I was going to move it. The full plan was to move it, but I just never got around to it. There's the sun coming up. You can see once the sun starts coming up, everything looks bright and shiny inside. And I got a big fire going because it was still kind of chilly out. I wanted to make sure that we stayed warm. And but there's that morning fog lifting up off the valley. I love that. And then I just did some filter. So I left this one. I like that. That looked nice. This next picture, I filtered it out and brought some purples in it. I didn't like it nearly as I don't like this nearly as much, but it did give it a change in the pace of things. And the last one, I brought up the greens, and that's the end of it. So, anyways, yeah, this is it. Hope you enjoyed it, and look forward to our next trip and being able to share it with you. Take care. Bye.